Disclaimer: I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you. Hey. Oh, hi, Joe. What do you have for me today? Oh. Spider-Man was a huge hit in the box office. So, how about we make a superhero movie of our own? I mean, we already have X-Men, and we have an X-Men movie coming out in 2003, so... I know, but what about another superhero that's in New York City in red spandex? What I'm saying is, do you know about the superhero Daredevil? So yeah, Daredevil is a Marvel Comics superhero where a blind lawyer named Matt Murdock becomes the vigilante Daredevil to fight the forces of evil in his street and also face the Kingpin. And we decide, hey, let's make a movie out of him. Since Spider-Man was successful and our X-Men movie was successful as well, why not try Daredevil? And we could possibly get an actor who totally won't be Batman one day. Oh, so that guy from American Psycho? I was thinking Ben Affleck. The opening narration. You see, it begins with, if somebody told you that I was an average, ordinary guy not a care in the world... Oh, wait, oops. Wrong movie. Oh, hold on. Daredevil gives an opening narration where the movie begins with the third act of the movie. So then we flash back to him being a child, young old Matt Murdock, and his father, that is a criminal, gets with a fight with a bunch of bullies and everything, and then he runs all around the place when he finds out that his dad is a criminal, and then he runs to like toxic wastes out of nowhere, and then he goes blind. Street. So with a lot of people being around, they just have toxic waste just being randomly in the street where anyone could just run into it. Yes, sir. And then, you see, it enhances all of his other senses. You see, he can have better hearing, better smell, better touch, and also, he has enhanced ninja abilities. Enhanced ninja abilities? Wouldn't he, be trained by a ninja master or something? Because, someone just brought in some comics to do our research on this movie, and there's this guy named Stick that helps him out. Are we going to put him in this movie? Who's that? He has enhanced abilities. He can jump off of buildings and land on another building perfectly fine. And then his dad is in a dark alley and he gets killed by the Kingpin. And then Bruce Wayne, Simba, Bambi, Peter, Matt, he cries, and then we flash forward to the present day where we see good old Matt being a lawyer and friends with Foggy Nelson being played by Jon Favreau. Interesting. What's that music playing in the background? I don't know, but I love it. And then there's this guy, right? And his name is Joe Quesada. Joe Quesada, he's a comic writer. Okay, pretty nice. He totally won't ruin Spider-Man's marriage one day. Oh yeah, Kevin Smith is in this movie, and also even Stan Lee himself. And Joe Quesada, he's a criminal, and he's a very, very bad criminal. And then it's so very, very, very obvious that he's guilty, but people seem to not think he's guilty. And the fact that Matt has to sense his heartbeat to see that he's evil is really proves that he's evil. Though it's pretty obvious, but who cares? But Matt loses the case, but he's obviously guilty. Does Matt do anything about it? Because Matt is a terrible lawyer. He's a really terrible lawyer. But then Matt Murdock gears up and becomes Daredevil. And then Nickelback starts playing in the background and starts beating up all the criminals. Nickelback, this won't be dated years later at all. And everyone loves Nickelback. So Daredevil chases down Joe Quesada, and then he falls down, and then he's about to get run over by a train. And Daredevil just lets it happen and yells at him. You know, because he's our hero. Heroes let people die all the time, even when they're criminals. And they have moral codes. But who cares? And then detectives try to see who was behind all this. So then Daredevil leaves a calling card of fire spelling out DD. Could that be potentially dangerous? Like, it's all random people just walking in the subway and then it just fires DD. Someone could die from that. And no one will bother. And then Matt and Foggy, they hang out at a coffee shop. And then he can smell a fragrance of a woman through a window. And then he chases her to a playground and grabs her hand. Our hero. And they go into an all-out fight at the playground with kids just behind the fence watching and cheering them on. Wait, where are their parents? A blind guy fighting a woman and a woman fighting a blind guy. Neither of them will look bad in this situation at all. Any other plans? And then she reveals her name as Elektra Nachios, and they go on a date. They also kiss in the rain. Totally not similar to a certain other Marvel superhero at all. But anyways, our villains of the movie. Kingpin, played by Michael Clark Duncan. And then we also have Bullseye, played by Colin Farrell. Bullseye, he looks nothing like how he does in the comics that I never read. He's bald, and he also has a bullseye symbol on his head. And he killed an old lady at an airport. Actually, no, it was a plane. Heard your words more correctly. We also introduced Kingpin by using this song. Oh, and then Bullseye ends up killing Elektra's dad. And then she starts blaming Daredevil for it. And she starts training by fighting some sandbags in her apartment while an Evanescence song starts playing. We're going to have a really good soundtrack for this movie. I play Evanescence all the time to prepare to kill someone who has killed my family. That's enough! Never enough! You killed my father, huh? And then Daredevil and Elektra fight until she figures out that it was Bullseye the entire time. And then Bullseye kills Elektra. Elektra dies, like in the comics that I haven't read. And then Daredevil and Bullseye, they have a fight to the death at a church. They're throwing glasses at each other, and Daredevil's trying to block them and everything. Then Daredevil throws Bullseye out the church, and he slammed into a car. And now Bullseye has to go to the hospital. So then Daredevil and Kingpin have a final showdown. They fought each other at the tower. He also sets the sprinklers off so Daredevil could have a better advantage. And it seems like Daredevil's about to kill Kingpin, and then he doesn't. And then he says, "I'm not the bad guy." But didn't he let a guy get run over by a train earlier in the movie? Yeah, but he has some off-screen character growth, and he's also our hero. And they all talk about the Kingpin going to jail, and also talks to him getting out of jail, setting up for a sequel. And then Bullseye, he takes a needle and hits the bee with it, also setting up a.
Really good, okay, but first I was thinking we should do an Elektra spinoff.
But she's dead, sir.
Get it, Joe? We're basing it off of comic books. Comic book characters, they come back all the time after they die. So that's how we could do the Elektra movie.
And then Daredevil, right, starts jumping off the buildings and everything, ending our movie with another rock song that totally won't be dated. So what do you think?
It was perfect. Yes, we should totally do it. Yes, get on board. Right now, I'll get Stephen Mark Johnson on the phone and Ben Affleck. Yes, perfect. Just perfect. And if it fails, then Ben Affleck will never play a superhero ever, 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 ever again. Fro will never play a villain ever, 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 ever again.
Yeah, but also, we're gonna release a director's cut in the movie that involves a subplot with Coolio.
Present day.
Hey, you, kid, what do you thought of
Ben Affleck's Daredevil?
I thought it was so bad that it was good. Like, it was like The Room of superhero movies. Wait, you said so bad it was good. But you said good at the end. Does that mean I made a masterpiece? An unexpected masterpiece. But one at that.